Alright guys, we're here working at the garage. But you ever look at stuff and be like, I know I got more traps than that somewhere, and then you start thinking like, where the hell are they? I thought I had way more cry outfits than this. I know I got about 6 out still. But I went through just about everything I have. Yeah, I got about 6 more in the bucket. I ordered another dozen. So we're getting there. I don't know, there's what, 3 dozen, maybe more there. Plus we got a dozen in there. Don't mind the mess. At one point, almost all that was in my truck. So we got our snares dipped and they're drying right now. They were just a little too shiny with them being stainless steel cables. We're going to work on the 110s. I'm going to pull them off their sticks. We're going to get them pulled off. I got to grab those snares there, get them put in. And then we got to start going through all this shit. So these are all my 110s. I actually got 2 brand new boxes of 110s. Oh, and you see that pink foam? You guys know what that is? That's their drying room in there. But either way, we're going to go through all this. I think all my traps, my leg holds are going to go into this tote. But I haven't really decided how I want to roll yet. I'm either going to put it in that tote or empty that one out and put it in that one. So that's what we're doing right now. And I got some MB650s I got off of a used, and they're pretty rusty. I mean, not overly rusty, usable rusty, but I just wanted to clean some of the rust off. So in here I had about 2.5 gallons of phosphoric acid. I poured about a half a gallon in there and mixed it with water, and the bubbles mean it's working. So that's just going to slowly eat on some of that rust. It shouldn't hit with as diluted as I have it. There's about 2.5 gallons plus a half gallon, so we're sitting at 3 gallons of blended. So that's what and this was already watered down a little bit, so it shouldn't mess with the springs. I only let them sit in there for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. They'll be my last batch. I'll pull them right out of that, shake them off real good, put them in the boiling water. So that's what I'm doing. So if they're super rusty, which those ones were, phosphoric acid just to knock some of the rust off, to make them move freely. And then they're going in the boiling water. Once they get out of the boiling water, they're going in here into my speed dip, which is, I think that one required gasoline, so I'm doing a gasoline dip. And they go in the box to kind of drip dry, and then they air dry once they're most of them off, so I'm not destroying my driveway too bad. Like it matters, but there's blood stains everywhere. I just need to come in here and pressure wash it. But then they're going here to dry. Once they're dry, it's a tedious process. I'm on the fence if I want to play with it or not, but once they dry, I'm thinking about the boiling water, throwing a block of wax in there and letting that melt down and then start waxing them. But I don't know if I want to go get that crazy with them yet. I do have the wife on a mission to get me a bunch of salt. Some of that is that iodized table salt. Just something that I can use this for bedding. I just want them under the bed. The top of it will have dry dirt on it, but just something. I don't want them springs freezing to the ground. But yeah, it's the same routine. I kind of had mixed them all up with the pool and everything before work stuff started, so I didn't know which ones were clean, which ones were dirty, and at that point started all over. So we went out to go set a few traps on my dad's line that he has that I set for him, and he don't set them, he just checks them. So with him checking them for me, he didn't have any of the resetting tools, so 90% of the leg holds are snapped off and need rebaited. So we were out there doing that, and I got a little funny clip here I'll share with you, because I think you'll enjoy it. I caught myself in a trap because I left my hammer here at home, so I couldn't break up the dirt around the bed, and so I was trying to make it work, fighting it, and then I caught myself. I was like, fuck it. And you'll see it. I'll tack it right on the end here. But hopefully you guys get an entertainment out of that. I mean, it's the name of the game. I was trying to shortcut it and make it work for me. So But yeah, so that's what we're working on. I want to try to get, I think what's going to happen is tonight we're going to work on these guys here. And once these things are good, I think they're good enough right now. How long do you guys wait when you do your gasoline dips? Last time I did this, I put them right into 5-gallon buckets. As soon as the 5-gallon bucket was full, I sealed it. When I opened them, they still smelled like gasoline. So, what are your thoughts? I know what happens because that same bucket I just opened was opening day. I opened it, set the traps, and we had 2 coyotes. Those traps still smell like gasoline. What are your thoughts on it? I think once they're in the ground, that gasoline just disappears. So, I'd be interested. If not, within 2 or 3 days, all that smell's gone anyhow, you know? So, how long would you guys wait? Let me know. A lot of guys like to hang them on a fence and let them soak for 24 hours, just air dry for about 24 hours. I'm running out of time. It's about 2:30 now, and I need to get some steel in the ground. So we're going to head back up once my boy gets done. We're going to see if we can get in for a couple haircuts. If not, then I'll be doing some midnight run tonight, setting traps, or at least going and resetting a bunch of traps. So if not, if I don't get to them today, 100% ready for the rest of the week. Every day on my way home I can work a line, you know, so I could come in, set a few, go down to another spot, set a few, and then come home. Next morning, check them, and then after work, go back and do the same thing. And that, by the end of the week, you should have your whole line set. But I don't run. I mean, you guys that catch coyotes a lot, yeah, would I love to have 200 of these leg holds? I got more coming, but you don't need a lot of leg holds to put up numbers, guys. I mean, we're going on, I caught my 16th coyote already this year. So we didn't get any footage of it because, again, it was over on the line. I had my dad check it and he forgot. He's old. He forgot to check, take video for me. So it is what it is. We got the little short of a coon I posted earlier today. We're getting back into the swing of things. We caught them 2 muskrats, but yeah, I just want to let you guys know you don't need a lot of traps to run big numbers on coyotes. I mean, if you're looking triple digits, yeah, you're going to need a lot of traps and a long line. But with what I have here, just the snares alone, I could probably, if I put it hard and ran a long line, I could, with the snares and the leg holds I have right here, I could get triple digits, I believe. So you know what you're talking about, what you're thinking about. I think, like I said, I got about, I haven't counted them, but there's probably at least 3, maybe 4 dozen traps here. And like I said, is not every single one of these traps have been in the ground yet this year. There's still half of these haven't even touched dirt yet or caught anything. So yeah, you don't need a lot of traps. I mean, I've probably only had 6 or 7 sets out of the 24, 30 sets I've had out catch. It's just the same trap over and over and over and over again. I don't know what it is about that set, maybe just the location, but yeah, that's I mean, I know I talk too much, guys. I try not to, but there's a lot of information I try to get to you. I hope you appreciate it, because I appreciate you guys. And if I talk too much, make sure you let me know, because I'll try to cut it out. Like I said, there's a lot of information I'm trying to throw at you guys. You don't need a lot of traps. Location is key. Location and sign are the 2 keys you need to set on. Blind sets, any blind squirrel eventually finds a nut. So you guys just keep your nose to the grindstone and you'll eventually catch something. But if you're like me and I'm wanting to put numbers up, not big numbers, but I want to put several coyotes in the shed this year, you got to set on sign and location. But I'm also a firm believer, if you just want to catch one coyote, go find one trail paralleling a deer trail and set a snare on it. You'll catch a coyote. You can even put a blind leg hold set. You find one set of tracks, put a track. You don't need baits and lures, guys. They were doing it years and years before they started using baits and lures. So, yeah, that's about it. So get out there. Hope this helps somebody catch some numbers. But I better get this. This is turning into a rolling boil. So that's about the right temperature to throw a block of wax in there. So I'm gonna go grab the wax and pull these traps out, throw the wax in, let it sit for 5 or 10 minutes, and then we'll start the dipping process all over again. But that won't be nearly as messy. So I just got a text message from a friend, so that's a good cue. You guys, just keep your nose to the grindstone. It'll happen. Anybody could put numbers of coyotes away. It's just sign and location. You might not have any sign, but if you got a really good location and you just aren't seeing sign there, like a lot of sign, number of variables. I've got some locations where I didn't see any sign at all, but we picked up 4 coyotes out of that spot. There was sign elsewhere, and I set on all that sign, and we didn't catch it. We caught 1 or 2 coyotes in those other locations. But on my levee one, where it runs down, I forget which numbers they were, like 10 or 12 or something like that. That's one of those spots. There was no coyote sign. It just looked like a real coyote area. It's a real easy path of travel. So we're going to actually go back and set that spot again, because now that I have some time freed up, and look, I've been playing with dye, you can tell. We're going to go back and set that spot, and we're going to go set those, the one that's been catching. I caught about half my coyotes this year, and Hunter caught a couple. So we're going to go set those 2 traps there. We might actually put 1 more in there. We'll see. It's a really good spot. So we'll set that spot. We're going to set a couple other prospect areas, and then we're going to go set that ramp spot. And I got a few other areas that I want to hit with some snares. But again, we're in Iowa. Shotgun season started. If you're out hunting, good luck. Be safe, please. I've been shot. It's not pleasant. So you don't want that experience in your life. So be safe. Wear your orange. Always be observant where other people are at. So, guys, just like I said, keep that nose to the ground, and you'll eventually get what you're after, man. Alright, take care, God bless, and keep on grinding. Okay, so we're back at square one again. I seen that coming. Yeah, just delete that fucking video. We're just gonna leave it until we get